Crazyncman, getting ready for another fine airsoft gun review. Let's touch on a little business as usual. First of all, the live show, AirsoftPlayerTV.com. Live show is going to be on Friday, October 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time due to Halloween. So instead of the regular Saturday show, we're going to push it back a day, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. So little mini Crazyncman and myself, we can go out Halloween night, wreak havoc on the town. So anyways, don't forget, I'll post an update video here later to remind you. But Friday night, October 30th, 8 p.m., AirsoftPlayerTV.com goes live once again with the only weekly live airsoft show in the world. The other thing I want to touch on was the comment section. Video comments, channel comments. That section is for exactly that, a comment, not a question. I get question after question after question in there, and they're comments, and I'm amazed people can't get this. It's a comment, you know, nice video, hey, I hate the video, I like the gun, I don't like the gun. That's a comment. What gun should I buy is a question. Okay, stop posting them in there. I'm not answering them. And same with the channel comments. People put these long, drawn-out questions, and I just delete them. You're wasting a whole lot of time. The section is a comment. If you don't know what a comment is, please look it up in the dictionary so you'll know next time. That's about all I got to bitch about this time. You guys are lucky. All you haters will be like, well, finally he's going to shut up and get to the gun review. So, anyways, I've been wanting to review this gun for a while. We've had them at Airsoft Carolina for a while, so they're not fresh as it used to be. But still, nonetheless, is one awesome gun. We're going to go through the whole shebang, the box, the paperwork, the manual, the styrofoam, the cleaning rod. We're going to look at everything. This is the CYMA CM050 Romanian 8K AIMS, is I believe what they call this thing. And this is going to be my new most favorite 8K on the market. So let's take a little look at it. I'm going to dive right into it. Oh, smell it, kids, when you open smell. It smells like wood. It smells like real, genuine wood. Of course, get your old cleaning rod. Here's your cleaning rod. Get your standard wall charger, of course. 600 round high cap magazine, metal. Sounds like there's a BB left over when I was shooting it earlier. Get a lot of questions about these. People ask what that wheel is on the bottom, especially when they're watching a skirmish video. They ask what people are doing. These high capacity magazines have a spring mechanism in them to feed the BBs up and out of the magazine and into the gun, and you have to wind it up. So when you see people in videos doing that, that's what they're doing. They're winding the spring up in the magazine to keep it feeding. The manual, fresh CYMA manual. It's a typical manual, doesn't tell you a whole lot about anything. Got some neato safety tips. You know, typical Jinglish manual. It's not too bad. It's got a good breakdown of the gun, parts. Just your basic junk though, nothing special there. They didn't want to spend all that money on the manual because they knew they had to kick out the awesome Romanian 8K. Alright, let me clear the box, get my assistant to take the box. Thank you. And there she be, boys. Let me get situated here. This is one of the finest 8Ks on the market. Get that BB out. So you can see it has a side folding stock, which is awesome. It's even nicer and it folds to the side without the rail. If you know, in the last 8K I reviewed there, what was it, the old 49 or whatever, the side fold stock went over the rail, or the rail mount, excuse me. And this one is done right. So side fold rear stock, look at that, solid. This baby features Of course, a metal outer barrel, and of course it's a inner metal barrel. Metal receiver, metal battery cover, real wood. And the real wood front end, dude, is awesome. This is just, you know, adds so much more realism to these guns. I love it. This one's also blowback, which makes it even cooler. And overall, the overall construction of this gun is nice, nice, nice. CYMA really stepped up their game on their AKs. This thing's solid, didn't have any problems out of the box. As you can see, she is blowback. Zoom in on that. Know how you kids love the blowback action. Let's see if we can get a good picture of that. Works very nice. Very solid. Adds to the realism of the gun, which is awesome. Now that battery in it's the stock one. It's an 8.4 volt, 1200 milliamp hour. And you can see the rate of fire was fairly decent. Throw a 9.6 in there and you're going to have a nice little machine here. This baby chronos about, they say it actually, they say on the box at like 360, 370, but these chrono, everyone we've checked so far has been right at 400 with a .20 BB, which is pretty awesome. It's got excellent range because of that power. I have no problem reaching out 140, 150 feet with this thing. The couple of things I don't like about this gun, we'll get right to the ugly here, is the rear sling mount. I don't think I'd 100% trust. You know, it's got one of those little cowbell slings. I don't know how good we're picking this up. There we go. It's just riveted. It's a little piece of thin stamped steel, and it's riveted onto the rear stock mount. So this part of it's strong enough. I'd be worried more about the part where it's riveted to the gun. I don't think I'd trust it with a lot of weight on there, so I'm not very trusting of airsoft sling mounts anyways. The front one's nice and beefy, it's good and thick, not going to have any troubles there. This one's solid, holds the front assembly on, but the back one, it's a little sketchy, so I didn't care for that. You can see here too, we've noticed too, all these seem to have a little different, looks like they scuffed them up a little here and there with like a belt sander or something to give it a little, looks like it has a little wear on it, which just adds to it. And I've noticed they're all kind of different coming out of the box, which is cool because that way yours won't be exactly the same as everybody else's as far as the wood furniture goes. And then I think overall, once you use this gun for a while and you start to get some natural wear on it from your hands, it's just going to look super nice. You know, time using this, wearing this to your hand, knocking a little finish off, it's just going to look awesome. It's going to look, you know, take the orange tip off this and it definitely looks like a real AK. The battery compartment, the 8.4 volt battery slides up in here. There's plenty of room. This thing comes on and off, no problem. Not even going to mess with it. So there's no problem there. I have found one or two it's been tight, but it's right here in the back. There were like a little burr or something, or this piece got stamped. And if you just clean it up a little bit, it'll pop right on. But the battery compartment's very easy. No problem there getting the battery in and out. One thing you do have to watch out for though is with the blowback. Make sure you can get the the ejection cover outside of this battery cover. So make sure when you put it back together, it slides in the slot here, and then it's on the outside of the bolt. You definitely don't want to mess up the blowback having it on the wrong side. Like I said, this baby is 400 FPS out of the box. Shoots, I'm going to be guessing at about 8 to 10 rounds per second. So you throw a 9.6 in there, you're going to have a nice little machine that's going to spit out about 13 rounds, 14 rounds a second, which is plenty good. Its shoulder's real nice. Pistol grip's nice and strong. It's got a version 3 gearbox with steel gears in it. And it just feels real good. The front grip, the vertical grip, is not. It's not going to fit everybody's liking. It's not bad for me, but it's kind of got my hand, you know, back a little bit. I'd rather have it a little more straight up and down. But it's not too bad for me. It does feel good if you use your thumb on the outside of the gun, like you'd hold your M4 in a mag well. If you hold it like that, it's very comfortable, and I think that'd be the way to go, because like I said, not everybody's gonna like the way it feels with a thumb wrapped around the grip like that. But you know, it's not bad for me. Other people have tried it and they're just like, nah, don't quite like where it is. But anyways, if you hold it right here, it's very comfortable, very nice. Like I said, having wood as opposed to plastic, it just adds to the realism of this gun, makes it that much better. Of course, you got your adjustable rear sight there. There's a tool comes with it, just the front sight. You've seen on some of my other CYMA videos how I said the sights don't line up quite right on them, and this one here is dead on. The accuracy of this gun is very decent. And you'll be happy to know I actually did a shooting test. It's not all, you know, professional shooting, you know, no steady rest or anything, the gun rest to shoot from. I just went out in the yard and plinked off some rounds at a target, but at least we have a shooting test. Like I said, I cannot stress enough how nice these are. This the stock right here, it's solid metal, you're not going to hurt it. Closes nice and easy, locks down nice and hard. It's not going to go anywhere. Plenty of room to get at the selector switch when the stock's folded. So my only beef about AKs, I hate how long that selector switch is. It takes some getting used to. You know, because you definitely can't reach it from here. I don't even know what the proper way is to be hitting an AK like that, but I wish they made them a little shorter, a little different selector. That's cool. And then the last thing I'm going to look at, this does have a metal hop-up chamber in it too, which is very nice. One other thing I found with some of these, and this is not a big issue, it's easy to correct. As you see right there, the wires, sometimes they're down a little bit low, so when you put the magazine in, you'll feel it actually touch them. And this one in that case are kind of sticking down there, and it's an easy fix. When you have the battery cover off, the wires and the fuse are right up in here. So you just need to kind of pull them up a little bit and re-tie wrap them, put the tie wrap back a little more so it'll hold it up, and it'll fix that problem. It takes all of 30 seconds to correct. Like I said, some of them are good. This one, you can feel it when you put the magazine in. The wires are kind of touching, so it does need to be corrected, but it does lock in there regardless. So that's one issue. Like I said, that's my only two complaints on this gun is the rear sling, and you have to check those wires, make sure they're out of the way. Other than that, for $205, you cannot beat this gun at all. So let's go chrono it and take it outside and we'll shoot it.